What is a window of tolerance and why is it so important with trauma work? Hi, I'm Melinda Haynes. I'm a licensed mental health therapist and I do videos on YouTube. Welcome. So, what is a window of tolerance? It is the ability to sit with some discomfort, to face stress, to encounter difficult situations, and to know that I'm going to be okay. It's basically the ability to kind of sit there and be curious about things, to know that I'm not going to get too dysregulated. I'm not going to run and hide or, go into any of my default coping skills that usually aren't the healthiest, right? So we need this in order to do trauma work. Now, as a therapist, I have learned that most of our clients who have experienced trauma have pretty much a zero tolerance, a window of tolerance. That's because they've learned since probably childhood that the only safe way to exist is to be in a survival skill, which may look like people pleasing or, being the bad, quote unquote, bad kid, the rebel. It might look like being a martyr. Being a people pleaser, being a go-getter, the over-responsible one. So they stay in these roles or these modes to avoid the discomfort. We also see people who will go to alcohol or drugs or other addictions like promiscuous sex, gambling, excessive video game use, even scrolling on social media. For example, we'll see people zone out, numb out with these other skills because they do not have a window of tolerance. Now, when we are working with clients who have no window of tolerance, we need to be aware of it. We need to be sensitive to it, and we need to help them develop a window of tolerance. If we do not, we're not going to go anywhere with the therapeutic process, and we're probably going to lose that client. So how do we help a client increase their window of tolerance? So first of all, we're going to find out what their baseline is. Where are they in the realm of being able to sit with uncomfortable feelings? So you can do that by taking a baseline. You'll ask some questions like on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being pretty comfortable, pretty okay. I feel comfortable in my own skin, just chilling, hanging out, getting stuff done in the world. Not a problem. To 10 being I'm highly uncomfortable. I feel like I'm in a lot of emotional pain. I don't like being in awareness of this pain. I wish it would go away. So we find out where they are in a normal day. We can find out where they are right now here in our office during this therapy session. And then we can ask them, so if you had a trigger, let's say that reminded you of an uncomfortable event or a traumatic memory, where do you think what number would you be? So would that thought or that memory just take you to, a 9 or a 10? So you find out where they are with like their current baseline, but also how their memories or their triggers how high their triggers can go, what number they would go to. So you can gather the information from not only what they say, but also how they look when they're saying it. Does their facial expression change? Does their body language change? Do they tense up? Can you tell that they're maybe getting a little bit uncomfortable from even the conversation? So you'd want to find out how long can you sit with an uncomfortable thought, feeling, memory? How long does it take you? Maybe 10 seconds, a minute, 20 minutes? How long can you sit there and feel the feels? You'll find out that answer from them. Sometimes they won't be aware of it. Sometimes they'll change the subject, or they'll say that they don't feel comfortable with the discussion and they want to talk about something else. All of these pieces of information will give you a clue about their window of tolerance. From there, after you have the baseline, from there you're going to want to go through a list of activities that they do when they are upset. You can just ask them, hey client, what do you do when you feel not so happy? How do you make yourself feel either normal, average, content, or happy again? And then they'll tell you things like, oh, well, I play with my dog, or I go for a jog around the block. I watch TV. I binge eat Oreo ice cream. Whatever it is, we'll find out what they're currently doing in order to help them feel better again. So now, so far, we've learned what their baseline is, how long they're able to sit with uncomfortable feelings, and what they currently do, what skill set they have to calm themselves back down. Now, we want to increase or improve their skill set. So we might teach them some new coping skills. Maybe they've known them. Maybe they don't know them. Maybe they need a reminder or a refresher on the coping skills. And we will teach some of the coping skills like grounding, reframing, positive self-talk, for example. We'll teach them some of these positive skills for them to use when they feel dysregulated, unhappy, sad, etc. Let me just say here, it's probably obvious, but I want to say it anyways. This may take several sessions. Okay, so we're not bombarding them right in the beginning. You know, if we're in the joining stage where we're still trying to build that therapeutic relationship, build that therapeutic alliance, we might not be bombarding them with all this information or these questions yet. We might still be kind of just working on connecting and finding that safe, secure space in order to get to this stage. But once we are at this stage, we're going to hang out here long enough to where we find out that their window of tolerance, their ability to sit with those uncomfortable emotions, has expanded enough so that we can start asking some more probing questions, or we can start to explore a little deeper, or maybe we could go do some nonverbal therapeutic interventions like sand tray or art or any other kind of activity, that music, whatever that we use within our therapeutic skill set ourselves as therapists, what we use for our clients to help them, we can then go in that direction. So please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the things, so that people who need this information will get it due to the algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Melinda with Heal Play Love University.